insulted us, you have not listened to us. Listen to us now, give us something.
Confrontation on campus as board members of Simon Fraser University voted to increase tuition fees. Students from the Tuition Freeze Now movement turned up to make their voices heard.
SFU engage us! SFU engage us!
They came in there, they voted except for one dissenter, the undergraduate representative on the Board of Governors, and that's how, the idea is that's how it's going to be. Too bad for you. Thanks for showing up, but we're not doing anything about it.
The vote means that current domestic students will see a fee increase in 2%, the maximum allowed. But it's the new international ones that will be hit hardest, with an increase of 12 to 20%, depending on the course. SFU is consistently ranked as one of the top universities in Canada and therefore attracts international students from around the world. And while fees naturally go up each year with inflation, many undergraduates here believe international students are unfairly targeted.
The gap between what international students are paying and everyone else keeps widening, and they're being used to subsidize the rest of us and subsidize the administration's poor choices. And that's what's unfair, I think.
They don't see us as a threat.
Last week, students were out protesting the fee hike. They say they've tried consulting with the board, even proposing to work with them to lobby the provincial government to increase public funding, but to no avail.
We just want to be engaged. We want to be listened to. We want to work with you. We want to go to the provincial government and get them to give us the money. If you can't afford it, that's fine. We'll go together. We'll get them to afford it.
Look at how many students we brought here. Imagine what we could do in Victoria.
The average fee for a domestic undergraduate is around $5,000 per term, while internationals pay over $20,000. SFU is the second highest in the country for international students, and there's concerns continued hikes may drive them away.
That can actually put us in sort of a risky situation, because if international students get to a point where they feel like maybe they're being mistreated, or tuition fees get to a point where they're too high for them, just as they choose to see British Columbia as a destination, they can choose to go somewhere else for their post-secondary education.
In a statement, the university said, "Our priority is to provide the best supports and services possible to students attending SFU. As in previous years, a portion of tuition fees will be invested back into student services and support programs. Even with the tuition increase, there will be a shortfall of $3.1 million. The vote may have passed, but for these students, they're not giving up the fight.
What we've said is that the room is still open because we're not unreasonable. However, if we're going to fight for student interests, we're going to do it with the university or without."
In Burnaby, Tom Walsh, City News.